Everybody ought to leave everybody else the hell alone. That was the late Jimmy Durante. Recent events and the sad proliferation of millions of academically cloistered men and women devoid of the ability to think critically, real-world experience, and lacking a basic grasp of human nature compels me to share an experience with you. John was the president of the firm for which I worked as a district sales manager for Texas and 4 surrounding states. Close to the retirement age where he was the CEO, a small bump in compensation and a higher retirement age brought him to our firm. We had sold a very sophisticated piece of equipment to Dow Chemical Company for use in their magnesium extraction facility in Freeport, Texas. Upon installation, it was found that the control scheme we had used, based on Dow's specifications and their description of the on-site environment, would not work. Needless to say, it was a major oh my God. The situation required that all the big guns, chief engineer, lawyers, etc., from both the supplier and the customer come together for a serious sit-down. John and our guys came down and began a series of meetings that lasted 2 days. The evening of day 1 found me and John sitting over a bottle of scotch at a local restaurant, all the others on our team having so exhausted themselves that they turned in immediately after dinner. Around 2/3 of the way through that bottle, this 30-something district sales manager asked John a question that had plagued me and others since he joined the company. "John, you clearly have all the money you need. What's keeping you in the game and subjecting yourself to trying situations like the one we're sorting out now?" His reply came so quickly it startled me. "I love having power over people. Dick, it's the power over people." By my 30s, I was a dyed-in-the-wool libertarian and simply couldn't get my head around what John had just said. I didn't really understand that some people were built that way. It was a real wake-up call. If you're a fellow old-timer, you almost certainly understand that aspect of human nature, and you know that those of us who, in the words of Jimmy Durante, just want to be left the hell alone, will probably not be left alone so long as most folks, hardwired like John, gravitate to that area of human activity known as politics. They have a superior vision of how you should live your life and are prepared, even anxious, to harm or kill those who might resist that vision. This message is for those, mostly Obama Democrats, who might stumble across this in cyberspace and who still don't understand what motivates control freaks like nearly all those who lust to be public servants. Nearly all either begin or soon become intoxicated with the politics Henry Kissinger called the ultimate aphrodisiac. They get off on the control of the rest of us. Henry Louis Mencken neatly summarized the problem thusly, quote, "The urge to save humanity is almost always a false front for the urge to rule," close quote. Tie what I've just said into, for example, the critical issue of their efforts to destroy the Second Amendment, and you will come to understand their motivation. They cannot have their elitist, utopian way with us if we have the wherewithal to physically resist them. Here endeth my cautionary tale about elections, at least those not blatantly stolen as were 2008 and 2012, but elections have consequences. Think about that the next time one of John's clones swears he or she just wants to serve the people. 2 helpful follow-ups. If the names on the graphic now on the screen are unfamiliar to you, do us all a favor and please don't vote. And if you think your Congress critter is one of the good guys, hit the pause button, write down the link now on the screen, then go to the New American Index and check him out. You might be in for a big surprise. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, hit the like button and share it with others.